Hey guys, welcome back. So we're now on update 14.3 and the old inscriptions and catalysts have now got a default size of 10, so we can now use all the good stuff we've been saving up, which is fantastic. However, I mentioned at the end of last episode that today one of the things I want to do is actually finally try out the Divine Paradox Vault. In fact, I wrote in my notes that today I need to try Divine Paradox, you coward. And that's because I really don't know anything about how Divine Paradox works, so I've been putting this off way longer than I should have. The only things I know are that you need to build it in an architect build mode by buying different rooms with gold, which also somehow relate to the reputation points you have with the different gods, and then once you've built the vault, you can run it once a day by making a Paradox's Vault Rock. So, in terms of our current reputation points, we have 1 with Idona, 2 with Tenos, 1 with Valara, and 9 with Wendar. And I think that's probably a decent state to go in and at least explore this. I have a feeling we may end up running into issues with only having 1 or 2 points with the majority of the gods, but I guess it depends what we find, and it may also help us work out which vault gods we want to focus on getting more points with in order to unlock more rooms, or however that actually works. And I guess we're going to need a lot of gold in order to do this, which luckily we do have, and I have no idea how much we're actually going to need, so let's just take like an absolute ton in, and that way whatever we don't use can just go back into our storage afterwards. And with that set up, let's make ourselves an architect rock. Apparently complete the vendor quest from last time that we forgot to claim, and also complete this quest to get the architect rock. Then we need to feed the crystal. And let's see how this all works. Oh boy, oh wow. That looks so cool. Also, it's like each of the different gods, so this has got to be like Wendar and Tenos and Valara and Idona. That looks so cool. Okay, well this is already epic. So how does this work? Okay, so here we could get 1 ore room, which adds a wealthy modifier, I guess. And that would be with our 1 Valara reputation point, and it would cost us 60 gold. Okay. Then we have an ore room with Wendar, which costs 53, and adds opulent, but also adds angry. Okay, this is very interesting. Common room, which adds plentiful with our Valara for 20 gold. And then over here is a common room which adds lucky and ornate for 1 Valara reputation point. Now we only have 1 Valara reputation point, so I feel like I have to be careful spending that, but also lucky and ornate is very good. I feel like getting a Wendar room would make sense just because we have so many reputation points with Wendar. So maybe let's try this. It does add angry, but also opulent, and opulent is very good, and an ore room would be very nice. So how do I... so now, ooh. So this is all yellow, I guess, because it's a Wendar room. So then what does this lead on to? An Idona room with living, extended, and lucky. A Idona room with lucky and opulent. A Valara room with extended and lucky. Interesting. I feel like this is a very good set of things to get. So let's get this one. Lucky and 2 Wendar reputation. Okay, so it does go up. So we are going to be quite limited in terms of what we can do, because Idona, we now don't have 2 Idona reputation to get that room. So we are definitely going to need to work that out, but extended, opulent, and soul harvest for 1 Valara. I mean, that sounds like a lot of good modifiers. Let's go this one. Extended and ornate for Tenos, living for Tenos, and just a tunnel. Okay, well, we'll buy the tunnel, so where would this take us? Back to the start room. Okay, so we've made a bit of a loop. That's probably quite helpful for navigating around. A common tenos for extended and ornate. I feel like extended is incredibly helpful because I think these vaults are by default quite a bit shorter. We have 2 tenos. Let's get that one. Okay, so 2 times wooden for tenos. I don't have 2 Idona reputation, so I can't get that one. I also can't get that one. Okay, let's go back. Oh god. Let's see what else we can get. If we can find some Wendars, that would be ideal, I think, because we have an awful lot of Wendar reputation points. Yeah, like lucky for 2 Wendar. Let's try that. What are you? Opulent for Idona, 2 Valara, and 2 Idona again. Okay, I feel like we might have hit a bit of a dead end, but let's see if I missed any other Wendar rooms. Okay, after a bit of running around trying to see where we are with everything, I think this is potentially the last room we can take because we have 1 more tenos and we don't currently have any doors open for Wendar. So let's take this common room and let's hope that there's a Wendar on the other side of here somewhere. And we have, ooh, a common Wendar with plentiful extended and gilded. Okay, that looks like a good one to take. Then we have a tenos again, and we have a village room with plentiful, rapid and angry, but it is Wendar. We might have to take both of these. Well, let's definitely take this village room because as much as it's rapid and angry, it is still a guaranteed village room whenever we run this vault. So that would be amazing. Then what do we have off here? We have a common Valara, a common Tenos, and another common Valara. Okay, that's all a bit of a dead end, but what about the other Wendar that we were thinking of getting, which was this one? Yes, plentiful, extended, and gilded for 4 Wendar reputation. Yes, please. And then what's going to be off here? Common Valara, common Tenos, common Idona again. Okay, I think we're now officially out of options, but I'll have another quick scan round. Yep, we are officially out of rooms that we can actually unlock, but I think that was actually a very interesting exercise because we managed to get an ore room and also a village room, and we also know that depending on what we want to do next, probably Valara or Idona are going to be our best gods to try and get some reputation points with because we passed so many rooms of both of them, and obviously no more Wendar and not many Tenos ones, so I guess we're going to have to change out our wonderful little charm to one of the other 2 in the hopes that that will get us somewhere. But for now, I think that is our Paradox Vault experience come to an end. And I actually went through and mapped out our Paradox Vault in this very, very helpful little tool that I think Iskal mentioned at one point, but I'll put a link to the website in the description if you want to use it yourself, and you can see all the rooms in these bolder colours are the ones that we've unlocked, and all of these more faded ones around the outside are the rooms that we haven't yet opened. So we have our village room and our ore room, and it looks like we have the most Valara rooms available to us, including an ore room. So I think, at least for now, we're going to say goodbye to our Wendar charm and say hello to this 43% 19 use Valara charm, and really try to remember that those are the altars that we want to take from now on. And I don't know, I think the Valara charm fits our vibe somehow. But now we've got that set up, I don't think it's quite in the state where it's worth spending all the resources to actually run the Paradox Vault. But I do feel a lot better about it now I actually understand at least a bit more about how it works, and also we know the Vault God that we want to try and go after, so I think that is a pretty successful start. So how about now we run an actual vault? And actually, you may have noticed when we looked at our quests earlier, but between episodes I accidentally completed a different quest by picking up a challenger rock for the thumbnail. So if we take a look, because I don't think we've ever actually properly looked at these challenger rocks, these challenger crystals cannot be modified, and they also keep track of your win streak. Every time you win, you increase the difficulty of your next vault. But when you fail, and yes, I am very aware that I will eventually fail, I may not even win the first one, but when you fail, you get embers, which are a currency used in the Ascension Forge. And, well, I mean, I picked up the rock, and we're in the mode of trying new things, so how about we see if we can at least complete the first run in this challenger crystal. So, first we're going to actually need to make the crystal. Then we're going to want to take a new legendary bounty since we finished our last one. And we got kill 41 dweller mobs, 83,000 experience, a not brilliant jewel, and a custom catalyst, some gold, and a bunch of focuses, and another, this time slightly better, jewel. And I mean, 41 dweller mobs, that is the easiest thing it could possibly give us. Okay, and then I guess while we're in here, we may as well take another bounty to go along with our mining black opal one, and we have kill horde mobs, okay, or find 41 vault essence and get 2 echo gems. And both of these have such good XP. I mean, if you look at this one, which is more on the old system of 6,000 XP, you can really tell that they weren't kidding when they ramped up how much you get, because that is ridiculous. Let's go for 41 Volt Essence. And let's see what we get. Okay. What do you have? A Void Theme Elixir Vault. Okay, well, Elixir is always a very welcome sight, and hopefully we will get some good rolls on it. But this theme is still absolutely terrifying to me. Yep. Void themes and just the sheer presence of void liquid being around me is still terrifying. But if we get lucky on these rolls for the elixir, then hopefully that shouldn't cause us too many issues. But I guess we shall see. Nice of you all to be here. You give a bit of elixir. Oh, and wooden chests give a good chunk. Okay, this should, by the look of things, be quite a completable vault, as long as we don't jump in that liquid like I was just about to do. Because that would have been real bad. What do you have? A focus, a vault helmet, and a treasure capstone. I don't actually know what a treasure capstone does. I guess we can afford it, so I guess we'll find out what that does at some point soon. Oh, hello Black Opal. Perfect. There's another. I wonder if that's one of the things they say when they make it harder. I wonder if one of the things is how many hand-ins there are, because we have seen, frankly, a disproportionate number. We would not normally see anywhere near as many as we have. So I wonder if that's one of the things that they scale as you make completions and the bolts get harder. Although clearly the theme is not something that they scale, because this has got to be easily one of the hardest themes that they have. Perfect, that must be our vault essence done, which means that was some very easy echo gems that we just got from that, which I will always gladly take. Ooh, that is Valara. Do I take that with 20 minutes left and run the risk? Let's just see what they want. Kill 221 horde mobs. Interesting. Okay, well, we will see how that goes. I don't know how many we'd normally kill in 10 minutes. Hopefully, around that number. On the plus side, we can actually just consume a lodestone right now if we need to. So if we fail and we get something absolutely dreadful, we should hopefully at least be able to get out. Okay, 7 minutes left. We've killed about 70 of them. I think this is going pretty well. Hi there. Please don't run away from me. I actually need you. Thank you. Were you over here? You were. Hello. Ooh, epic chestplate. Thank you. Hi, yes. Are you gonna do it? Yes! Ah, but we didn't get a reputation point. Darn it. Oh well, at least we got Valara's favour, which gives us extra healing efficiency. So that is very nice, but didn't quite get us everything we wanted. But that is very likely to happen. And on the plus side, we at least didn't curse the vault, which would have been very, very scary in here. Oh, and you're stuck. You're just too big for the POI. Oh, buddy. Take you out of your misery. What are you? Difficulty hard and living. Sure. Why not? Hello. Ooh, there's a table in here. Oh, and I got poisoned. That's probably a fair trade. Thank you. What do you have? Attack range for a sword, soul chance for a chestplate, or healing 2 cloud for a shield. You know what? Let's go for attack range. We never really pick that, so makes a nice change. How are we doing? 25 dweller mobs. That's not bad. And we haven't really found any ores, which is a shame both for the black opal and also the potential echo ores. But we have at least found all of the elixir, and we did also complete a god altar, even if it didn't give us the reputation point. So, been a pretty productive vault, I'd say. What are you? Difficulty normal and coins? Let's at least grab some of this, even if we don't grab everything. Although I don't recognise this dungeon. Is this another new dungeon type that we haven't actually run through, or have I just completely forgotten it? Either is possible. Okay. Do not fall in the void liquid now. This would be a very, very dangerous time to do so. And it was right there. Ooh, okay. Well, that was a very interesting vault, and apparently I missed a chest right there. But we completed it, which means we got our first stack on our challenge run. Which means we also get our Challenger's Rock back, and as you can see it says we have 1 stack on it. So next time we play one of these, the vault is going to be slightly harder, but it means we are at least adding up embers. And how did we generally do? 250 coin piles, 18 ores, 213 chests, and 607 mobs. And we completed. I mean, I'd say that was actually pretty decent. And I think we've also leveled up. Well, given that was a void vault, I think we did pretty darn well. We got a good amount of bronze, some nice ores, including a black opal towards our bounty. We also bought a treasure capstone, which adds the treasure hunter modifier to the vault, which sounds very interesting. Then we also got a charm, 17 gear pieces, and 22 jewels. Plus, we completed our Vault Essence bounty, and we completed the vault. And we got an artifact from it. But first, we need to take a look at our jewels, and we'll be keeping these 8. So we have this size 26 max roll item rarity, which is very nice. This also size 26, but this time for hammer size, which is lovely. This size 13 max roll on copiously, which is brilliant. This size 22 almost max roll on copiously, which is also absolutely lovely. This size 13 pretty good reach roll, which is very nice. this size 16 almost max roll on durability, which is wonderful. This size 27, and it's just got a lot of very good modifiers. I might be keeping it for the item rarity, trap disarm and mining speed, or I might keep it for the copiously and mining speed. I'm not totally sure, but that is a very, very nice jewel. And finally, as you can see, we got a legendary, and it is a max roll 5% item quantity, which is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful jewel. And as for all this gear, we managed to get one legendary, and it is on this axe for a legendary dungeon damage, but that is not something we're going to keep hold of. But we are going to be keeping hold of this majestic Valara charm for 47% and 18 uses, which is very nice. And also this epic chestplate, which has a lot of very, very nice potential. And in fact, this Valara charm actually gives us a better affinity than the one we're currently using, so we may as well try this one out. And then we get to see about this artifact, and like I said before, we are doing very well on our artifacts. We have 14 out of 25, but it does get increasingly more difficult every time we get a new one, so I am always hoping for a new one, but we'll just have to see if the Vault Gods are on our side today. So let's see what we get. And I believe that is the same one that we got last time. So that is another duplicate, but it does mean we are now halfway to being able to get the fragments to make a new artifact. So that's at least something. And as for our skill point, I think we'll just put it into another level in Prudent. And for our expertise, I'm kind of feeling a bit torn, because I feel like Jeweler is a very good expertise for getting good tools, but I also don't make new tools all that often, and I think we might start doing a bit more with adding catalysts to crystals, which would make Infuser potentially a very good choice, because it would give us a chance to not add a negative modifier from a catalyst. And I think I'm going to go with Infuser. I just have a feeling we're going to get a bit more use out of it. And well, we completed our first stack on our Challenger Rock, so how about we run it back and see if we can keep that streak going. And we can take another bounty, so we have the Horde Mob bounty that we saw before, and we also have a Tank Mob bounty with 78,000 XP and a size 8 extended catalyst. Okay, well this has very good rewards, so let's take that. And let's see if we can get a slightly less hostile theme this time. Whew, okay, what have you got? Elixir, and it's a snowy theme. Okay, and let's see what this flame actually does. So your streak of this ascension, each stack increases the difficulty of the objective. Okay, so I guess maybe there will be less hand-ins for the elixir this time, or maybe even deliberately worse rolls. Don't quite know how that works, but I am very interested to find out. And yeah, this theme should hopefully be slightly less terrifying and deadly than the last one, so let's just see how this goes. Really hoping it hasn't made this too difficult straight off the bat, but we shall see. These guys at least give us some elixir. And what about these wooden chests? You know what? That still gives a decent amount of elixir. Okay, hopefully this shouldn't be too tricky. What are you? Difficulty hard for some living chests. I also do not recognise this dungeon in the slightest. Which means it might be another new one. Oh, there's a table. Hello. And a poison man. Thank you for the poison. Always good. And a vault shield. And what do you have? Hack damage, mana, or horde damage? I have to take the attack damage on that, I think. That is too good. I think that is everything. That was a very nice new dungeon. I like that one quite a lot. And we're not halfway through the vault and almost halfway through our elixir, so this is definitely looking promising. Which is good. Always feel like there's a chance I'm going to completely miscalculate how difficult these elixirs are going to be, which is mildly terrifying. So, always very glad when it seems like I've calculated it correctly. Ooh, what are you? Difficulty normal and coins. Sure. And there's 2 champions? Christ, okay. Very nice of you, both giving me rare gear. Incredibly generous. Always a very nice and easy dungeon style. It's just so small and easy to work with. And there's another hand in. Wonderful. They definitely seem to be a bit less common than the last time, so I guess maybe that is one of the variables that they change, along with potentially the roles of the elixir itself. But we shall see. If we actually manage to complete this one, we'll be able to see what has changed with the next one as well. Hi there, guys. It's so nice of you all to like come and greet me as I come into your domain, but you really could do it less aggressively. Oh, but that is our Vault Dweller bounty completed, which was our legendary bounty, so that is very nice. And I think we just need one more of the tank mobs, and then we'll have completed that one as well, which would be wonderful. Hello! And there we go! Perfect! We have completed both of those bounties. Now we just need to find some black opal, and we might complete our third one as well, which would be incredibly nice, although probably asking a little bit much. Although, this is a crystal cave, and that is a black opal. I guess let's give this a shot. Hi guys. You exploded very close to my head. Did it explode the black opal? That might have exploded the black opal. Ugh, oh well. Oh boy, these guys give a lot of elixir. Well, that's very convenient for us. Hello. Oh, a champion guy. Good to see you. Thank you for the lost bounty. We did just complete our current lost bounty, so that is incredibly well timed, even if we did still have, I think, at least one more in our storage system. But I'm never going to say no to another one. That's something you gotta know about me. I always want more. And we can consume a lodestone. This room has worked out absolutely brilliantly for us. Oh, there are so many guys downstairs. Okay, let's try and do this carefully and sensibly. Because that's what I'm known for, being careful and sensible. I feel like it's been a very long time since we actually cleared one of these places, but we dealt with that, I think, surprisingly well. Well, we may have only got one black opal, but we did get a ton of other ores from this room, so I definitely cannot complain. And what about you? Ooh, a treasure key? I think we've got to buy the treasure key. 16? Yeah. Thank you. Oh boy, that is such a good find. Oh, and it's been a little while since we've actually had a treasure key on the go, so that will also make a nice change of pace. And what about you? Ooh, a trinket? Oh, you're tempting me with everything, aren't you? Ah, let's get it. Why not? Ah, this has been such a good vault. Don't think there was a hand in our first room. Ooh, an ore room. Hello, please can some of you have black opal? It would be real nice if I could somehow complete all of the objectives in this vault. I think that was one black opal. Perfect. Yes! Haha! That is all 3 bounties complete in this one vault. Oh, that is such a good feeling. And we got another lost bounty to take another legendary one. Oh boy. Okay, we really need to find a hand in so we can get out of here. Where was it? Right there. Perfect. Yes! Oh, vault complete. 3 bounties complete. I cannot ask for much more than that from a single vault. Christ, that was good fun. Ooh. 190 coin piles, 224 ores, only 125 chests, but 600 mobs, and 100,000 XP. Whew, and now we're on 2 stacks. It only gets harder from here, but for now, we did it. Oh boy, yep, that was a very lucrative vault for us. We got an absolute ton of ores, both from the ore rooms and the crystal cave, a good amount of bronze, a factory room inscription, a lost bounty from that champion, a treasure key and a trinket from the vendors, 5 gear pieces, and 7 jewels. Plus, as I mentioned, we completed all 3 of our bounties, and we completed the vault. Oh boy! And unfortunately, none of our jewels really seemed worth keeping hold of. But what about this gear? And once again, just nothing particularly interesting out of any of these, but we have had a lot of good luck today, so I'm hoping that this just means we'll have good luck with our trinket instead. So we are only now missing 2 trinkets, and that is Elvish Air and the Goose. So if we're incredibly lucky, this trinket might be one of those. But honestly, I'd be happy with pretty much whatever it gives, because at the very least, it's a trinket scrap, and at the most, it's another thing like the frog that we can keep using. So let's see if we get lucky. Nope, it is the spellbook, and the spellbook increases your total ability power by 50% of your total ability power. That is a bit of a shame because we don't currently run an ability power build, and we already have one of these right here. But it's another trinket, which means it's another thing we can turn into trinket scrap. Or if we end up using an ability power build, it is going to be a very powerful trinket for us. So definitely an interesting thing to keep hold of. And finally, we have our unidentified treasure key. And of course, there is absolutely no way that this key can disappoint us because any treasure key is absolutely fantastic. As always, I would generally prefer to not get one of the green ones because I find it more difficult to tell them apart. But even if we get one of them, it is still a treasure room. And in fact, I think in the last update they mentioned buffing treasure rooms, so I am very interested to see if we can tell the difference between the old loot and the new loot. So let's just see who we get. Ooh, Sparkletine. Now that is a very distinctive door, so that should hopefully be relatively easy to find. But I think we're going to have to leave trying to find that door for next episode. But I am very happy with how today went. We gave the Divine Paradox build mode a go and now have a much better idea of which reputation points we need to gain, and we tried out the Challenger vaults and completed both vaults to get 2 stacks on our next run. I'm not sure if next time we'll continue our Challenger run or change pace to try out some more modified vaults, but we'll see how it goes. And the one thing that I do know is that we're going to be on the lookout for Sparkletine doors. But until then, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!